Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. And we rise. We rise in the energy, the positive energy. We rise in the energy of the universe. Universal energy, connected energy, spiritual energy. Energy that serves a purpose for all mankind, for all of us. I hope today this message as I come to you finds you in peace, inner peace. The type of peace that allows you to have control of your, as many would say, faculties. Your desires. And how about your chakras? Affirmation today. Work on being in love with the person in the mirror who has been through so much but is still standing. I didn't come on yesterday. I'd like to dedicate this video to Kevin Samuels in honor of his passing. May he rest in power. I state on my channel, I respect the individual, the man, the work, the professionalism. I, like so many, might not have acquired a taste for how he went about his commentary and his line of work. But I differ from many where I feel I venture into the intellect, like on Dr. Boyce Watkins and Miss Watkins, Dr. They're both doctors, imagine that. That's a beautiful word. But the Dr. Watkins interview this past 2 days on it, where that the man did open doors and open our minds to things that we probably did not want to ever have to look at. And that's awareness of ourselves. Taking true assessments and being unapologetic and daring oneself to step out there knowing that criticism will be coming sharp as a knife. Maybe in bullet form. But I credit the man because he didn't back down. He steadfast for what his views were. He stood on his square, as many would say. I have to say that I was disheartened, just like many, to see the vast majority celebrate in the man's death. What does that really say about the individual that does that? Or individuals, or groups, or really us as a society? I can't be a part of that. Like I say, I didn't agree with him being a misogynist against women. Him not having empathy and sympathy for the strife of the black woman. Especially as my channel directly and indirectly speaks of the Black woman's strife and how it's time for our indigenous beautiful women to rise to their grandiose, to be what this Elizabeth in front of us has been for so many years, and their bloodline of royalty, which they think belongs to them, it belongs to you. They propped up Megan in front of you to laugh at you, to show us that we can make you. We can produce a you. We don't need you necessarily. And that's a lie. Hell, Harry can tell you that. So is Kevin Samuels controversial? Yeah. Did he strike nerves? Yes. But the ultimate question we all must ask at one point in time, was he needed? Yes. This is what we're trying to do with the transparency, is clean up. Find a way to rise back up to the 125 Jacob ladder. Does that mean we have to leave the vices and stop being who we've fallen in love with being, our vices and our... No, not necessarily. It's a process. It's just saying that that's not going to be the be and be all for me. I'm more than what I've continually seen me able to do. I have to venture out. One must venture out to see what is it I'm not seeing that I'm not able to do, or what I can, that I know I'm able to do. I just not tapped into it. I'm willing to sacrifice my energy to go to better realms, different avenues, approaches. To find the substance that makes us a greater person. Once again, I say, hey, did that make me better than others? No. No, people, listen. We're not better than each other. We are each other. It's just the core of us. A sprinkle. Dare to say that the core is not going this way, the right way. The core is corrupted. The core is tainted. So the course of action must be another course of action. Because for so long we've been going this course, and it's just putting us on that rat wheel. That many of us are finding out that you're not tired. You're not sluggish. You dizzy. You hypnotized. We can't get off the rat wheel. We need it. We're addicted to it. So was Kevin Samuels controversial? Yeah. Was he unapologetic? Yeah. Why? Some great views. I'm not going to sit up here and say I brought up anything into my intellect to expand on it. What Dr. Boyce interview and his conference, they said it all. Wish I could recap on everybody's name, but the things you heard was, one was the man got up there in that arena and did it his way. So how do we not know that this was a savant skill of his to be unapologetic, unempathetic, and everything? And that behind closed doors, because of the success of doing it that way and sacrificing the empathy in his heart that he probably does have behind closed doors. But to show you this way is what's going to galvanize me to the higher levels. To be controversial, to put the black woman out there almost naked, in a sense, symbolizing, not literally. This will cause her to react, counteract, which will catapult me to higher levels. Genius. Except for one thing. Many will say, nah, he was just like that. I know him. He was just like that, man. Okay, yeah, you're right. Because I didn't. I didn't know him. I just watched a couple of his videos. Very educated. Very professional with what he did. But I'm also a filler of understanding of us. You don't get on a platform to help show black women their flaws so that they can better themselves and not have some type of compassion, because that's why you did it. You have compassion. You have heart. You love black women. No, you're not misogynist. You just want them to do better. Because just as hard as he did go hard on black women, he went just as hard on us black men. That's why I had to continue watching. Because the one video I seen of him, and I was like, whoa, I had a comment in there. And the beautiful goddess, Shalamakima, I hope I don't kill your name now. I think I got it right there, Shalamakima. She had, hey, don't come to Kevin saying he's trying to correct these women. Oh, let me go look at this again, because I loved watching her rise. Watched him some more, say, oh, okay, yeah. He just got a unique way of coming about. He's being unapologetic, because he understands that being this way will make so many of women come out and be controversial and conflictual, and one of them, and that brings an audience. So I quickly understood that. So when I look deeper into it and understanding, the man was in an arena that really wasn't conducive to who he really was. So we have to be careful about the things that we talk about, get into, and let ourselves go down, because I feel like he sacrificed himself in a way. He loved black women. He loved women, like many of us. But he just wanted to see a better quality of women. He wanted to see all women do better. Stop being victims. Stop allowing men to have to validate you. You've made it to an era in time where that you were pushing the fact that we're equal. We want the same. We want to be looked at the same as men, and now you're here and above them, but yet you want to act like he did it. He the problem. He why I ain't where I'm at. Him. Wait a minute. I thought you wanted the same path, the same avenue, so that you can say, lean on you, so that you can look in the mirror and say, I'm not where I'm at because me. The ceiling's been broken. I just feel many women just don't want it no more. And that's not your fault. But Kevin Samuel is trying to point out, We have to get back to honoring each other. And the one way you can honor each other is loving each other. Learning how to agree to disagree. That's love. I love a debate, even an argument, and then at the end saying, hey, okay, I see your point. All right, I see your point. Or, man, I don't see your point, but you know what? Hey, ain't nothing to get all bussy about, man. We still cool. Sis, we still cool. Maybe even out of the debate or argument, we learn something, hopefully. That's hopefully why we debate an argument. Because that's the only type of debate and arguments I want to get in from here on out in my life. Things are going to amount to some substance, growth, energizing, rising, whatever it may be. Just understanding, though. One can't limit themselves. I truly believe that's what Kevin Samuels was all about. Don't limit yourself. No, people, I'm not trying to jump on this bus like, oh, no. But you know what my channel's about. We're about spiritual healing, coaching, therapy room. We all have a unique way of getting our points across, getting our ideas out, wanting to help each other. In that, the community that I was willing to continue to sacrifice, the spiritual community, the conscious community, the community that's not willing to lay down. In that community, Billy Carson said something last night in an interview with one of the Supreme Brothers. We have to unite. It's time to unite. A lot of things are going to start transpiring in our lives here in the future, and we're going to need each other. That's what it's all about right now, is getting our minds right, getting our inner beings in steady and in alignment so that we can conquer these things within. So we can adjust our minds and brains and all the things within us and open up these records that we got within us, these millions of understanding. These ancestors want to push us forward to show us the world that we once built with ease. Our future is based on us. Our future is based on us. The knowledge of us. You don't have to look at your brother and sister or anybody else to find the knowledge. You got to just look at yourself and look within. Each and every one of us have to be accountable for ourselves. As you see the movement on the screen, each follicle is one individual, but it moves in synchrony. In steady sequence of understanding. That if we move together, we make a better picture. We accomplish a better view. Something aesthetically sound. Flawlessly understood. This is how our universe works. We're in tune when we are aligned. Nah, I ain't trying to spook nobody out, man. This is where we're not being. We're not in our minds, adjusting it, compartmentalizing it, cleaning it out, purging it of things that are not subservient to us, that's been bolted us down, stopping us from being the best. Instead, making us be the worst, the slave, the follower, the uninvented. When you're the venter, the unwise. When you're the wisdom, self-awareness. So no, I can't jump on the Kevin Samuels wish he's dead bus. Glad he's dead. No, I can't do that. Instead, I send power, bro. Rest in power. Understanding that you were the polar of my opposite. But for a reason. You wasn't no devil. You wasn't no Lucifer. You wasn't down here raping, killing, pillaging women. You wasn't telling women to go be prostitutes, go be strippers, defile your husband, go lay with women. Demasculate men. You were not doing them things, Kevin Samuels. So the stones they throw at your glass house, I hope many of them look at their house. But we understand how that go, right? That's why they throw the stones, because one does not look at their own house. Be good to yourself today. Love yourself in every way. The storm is almost over, y'all. Now we coming to the light. Embrace it. Every day I embrace every second, every minute, every hour of what I do. Now it vibrates higher because yesterday I stayed off the line also because I had to register that. As many would say, discern, right? What does this sign mean, Sean? You get this notice in your universe. 56. Cardiac arrest. What does this mean? Outside looking in, outside, man, I'll tell you, look at it. Very, y'all know who I am. I ain't scared to say, talk, tell you. A very good looking man on the outside, right? Y'all know what I like. But outside looking, yeah. Stout, look like it worked out, pretty nice. That cover look good, boy. That's what we talking about. Watch the channel. Look, hey, see how we flow? Cover look good, y'all. But we don't know what's going on inside us. A lot of us. We're so private, and it's cool. Yeah, you gotta get your privacy, but boy, your privacy could kill you sometime too. And that's no pun intended. No, just said. Nobody know what this man was doing behind closed doors. What he had in his life. Just meeting a woman, and if that's the story, that's the true story. We don't know. I just took that off of Dr. Boyce Walking yesterday. I haven't updated anything, but that's allegedly. Allegedly, I don't know. I'm just going off of information, passing information. I mean, just think about that. woman you just met, having entanglements with, and you're gone. She's a nurse. Our flesh. Oh, y'all, please believe, man. You count my day, man. It was what? January, February, March, June last physical action, physical, you know. Went through the stages, thirsty and all this, that. But like when you go in and you deal with yourself and you deal with your desires, just like you'll see that your meditation and your sitting yourself down and your vibration, your frequency raises. Your desires will start to subside in some fashion. Your desire to eat, gluttony, greed. I've said this in many videos before. It'll die down. One interesting thing for me though is my sexual appetite has always been high. So with me, it has put me more in touch with my sexual appetite, more aware of what I like about myself, what can trigger my sensations for myself. When one can satisfy themselves, that is a very powerful tool, because then you don't need necessarily the opposite sex to gratify you, and that just becomes a reality. So what you still have though, you still have the vision of sight, because of men, we are visionaries, or outer beings. So when no example of me saying me, if I see a beautiful woman, I still recognize it. I still have I guess an excitement of what I'm seeing, but I don't have to necessarily act on it, react on it, because I understand now who I am. You understand? So it's just as if I'm watching a picture, or somebody takes their phone out and shows me a picture. It's no different than that. I can just view that, see that as that. Right. So, that is a powerful tool. It's been powerful for me through my process, because if you're one that truly loves yourself and you say, the shenanigans must stop in my life that I have produced on my own, no outer nothing, me. It's my choices that have put me in the situations that I've in. And so once you come to that awareness through your meditation, through your love for God, through your love for your real understanding, and through you taking time out for yourself, once you come to that conclusion, then you won't treat yourself as your tool. You know what I'm saying? I know that's kind of harsh, but I won't allow myself to just lead by my flesh because it's what my flesh wants. Because my flesh only wants to be served. Just like my stomach, when it's hungry, it just wants to eat, right? See what I'm saying? But that's a problem too. See what I'm talking about? For all of us. Overeating, too much eating. Are we eating the right things? See what I'm saying? So you equate that to the same thing, sex. And that when you're able to do that, what I'm getting to is that you can control that desire much easily. At one point in time, I could say 10, 15 years ago, anything I looked at or whatever, if it looked great to me, I was like, whoa, hey, let me holler at you. Can I talk to you, please? Just wanted to be in that energy, see? Now it's just like, oh, okay, she look nice, beautiful, I like your hair, you know? So to be able to compartmentalize that and tame that in some form or fashion, that's your power. That's power. Not everybody's gonna have that. Well, you think I haven't been, don't hear or equate the things of, oh, he weird or he, no, okay, you good. everything you think I am, and when I look at you, I see me a long time ago. I'm not the person that's called people weird because I never did that. Don't go out and defame people and do all that. That's not my style. I'm an upper. But being the whole, the player and all that, been there, done that. Shit. Most of these fools around here ain't been outside they city, state. I've been with women outside international stuff. And there's no pat on the back or well, it's just when you've seen so much and done so much, you know where this energy comes from, and you don't allow it to penetrate, too far, because you understand that, man, people, some of these folks ain't, if they understood half the resume you hold or whatever, they back off. They be like, ooh. But, teach his own. We continue to motivate, coach, heal talk, counsel, mentor, spiritual advisor, supreme energy of knowledge. We see us out here being challenged. We're not amused. One's not amused. You will get my theory on the man. The extension of one man will come to you. The seed, the man, okay. But we continue going because each day I leave and venture out and allow myself to branch and absorb the energy. There's young people out there, young fresh faces, that Almighty continue to allow me to connect with, showing me that, boy, if you stop now, you about crazy in the motherfucker because you so much ahead in the game. I've positioned you so well. Just enjoy yourself. Thank you, young ladies that have subscribed recently by interacting, both at the my appointment and any recent stories and stuff. Young ladies, man, they seeing it. Man, I'm so impressed with you, though. You are. You the shining star. Y'all are beautiful. All right. I'm going to stop saying star galaxy, man, because when you've been taught, man, you got to do better, right? Right, RJ? So, yeah, galaxies. Keep pushing. Ain't nobody pushing. Ain't nobody in your corner. Man, you know where we at. We ain't no gang, but we for life. Boss style. Live your life. You have haters out there. They don't want to get in the way. So, that's their job. Now it's your job to figure out what's your job. Are you doing your job? Because I can't get mad at the haters, the game players, the drive-byers. They doing their job, Sean. What you doing? Loving myself, not stopping the grind, pushing, doing the best I can. Because, boy, when you know better, you gonna do better. Love y'all. Stay with it.